Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for the Walking Dead universe. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a discussion video for today. This one's a big one. I want to talk about the idea and the potential of the return of the CRM. And did they ever really leave? So, big one here. Yes, I know this is a big topic. I know this is definitely a major one. And a lot of people are probably saying, well, Dan, really? What do you mean CRM never left? Well, honestly, with the stuff I've been seeing over the last 2 weeks or so roughly, I'm really starting to wonder what they are doing here, because it feels like, based off of what we've been seeing, Andrew Lincoln is in talks about returning to The Walking Dead. Norman Reedus, a couple days ago, confirmed that that is the case. They are returning with Rick Grimes. Rick Grimes will be back. And they're actively working on how they're going to bring him back into the franchise and the future of his character. Now, in episode 3 of The Walking Dead Daryl Dixon, we saw the PPP sign on that little thing of, you know, remains of people and stuff like that. That's basically where Daryl left Laurent's Rubik's Cube. And right there, we saw the PPP sign. Now, the only thing that we know is that, obviously, that had something to do with Heath, which Heath, in the original series, was captured by the CRM. Gimple confirmed that. So, does the PPP stand for CRM? I mean, I would assume it would. But again, like, why would the CRM have anything to do with Spain? You know what I mean? Now, obviously, you guys know my theory, and I had this theory back in the day, which is that the CRM could be an overseas, you know, type of thing. That we could get CRM, you know, outposts and stations overseas, right? And that's why we're seeing, you know, some of these other shows overseas. You know, maybe that's why we had the post-credit in The Walking Dead World Beyond with Jenner, which was not answered properly, of course. They did not answer that to its full potential. But point being, is there more to the CRM that we're not seeing? You know what I mean? Is that why they're bringing Rick back? Is that why the PPP card is coming back around? You know what I mean? It's a really, really interesting question, and I'm not 100% sure what it all means. All I know is that the CRM, at the end of The Ones Who Live, at least the overall, the CR, you know what I mean? The Civic Republic military was taken out by Rick and Michonne in a really lazy and weird way, but they were taken out.
What the shit?
They were taken out, point being, and then Rick and Michonne obviously were brought back to the Commonwealth, and the CRM were allies by that point, you know what I mean? But it is starting to make me wonder, are they trying to resurrect the CRM? Are they trying to bring it back? Now, it's no secret here, they obviously were finished with the CRM when they wrote The Ones Who Live. But are they maybe seeing the way that the spinoffs are playing out? Is Gimple seeing the way that his ratings are going down? And he's kind of sitting there like, you know, we could bring back the CRM in a sense, you know? Like, that's the type of shit I feel like Gimple would do, you know what I'm saying? Like, because, again, it's no secret, Dead City and Daryl Dixon have had low ratings. So, maybe Gimple seeing this and he's like, well, okay, maybe we will bring Rick back, you know what I mean? He probably liked them Ones Who Live ratings, you know what I mean? He's probably like, yeah, I want to get that back, you know what I'm saying? Now, I don't think Gimple would break his word here and just make a Ones Who Live Season 2. I don't see that happening. But what I do see happening is him trying to, desperately bring in the CRM again, you know what I'm saying, to try to build that hype up, to build up the hype of Rick coming back, to get the ratings up again, you know what I mean? Because The Ones Who Live was a very popular series when it came out. A lot of people wanted a season 2. And it would not shock me if Gimple has kind of gone back on his word now, and he's kind of like, okay, we won't do a Ones Who Live season 2 necessarily, but maybe we could bring the CRM in some other kind of way and, you know, expand on the plot and go further with it, you know what I mean? It would not surprise me at all, because again, Gimple, he's shown many times before, he's desperate for ratings, he's desperate to get as much, you know, popularity as possible around him.
Yeah, y'all fucked it up.
So it wouldn't shock me at all if he's like, you know what, let's bring the CRM back, you know, screw it, let's just bring it back, you know.
Yeah, y'all fucked it up.
Again, not a surprising thing. It would not be surprising to me at all. But again, like, the thing is with a situation like this is like, is the CRM worth it to bring back just for them to do, I don't know, recycle the same plot, you know what I mean? Like, is there an actual logical reason to bring the CRM back into the story? Because I'm starting to kind of suspect that they might be trying something, and that's why the PPP card is in Spain. You know what I mean? Now, again, could be a coincidence, could be somebody else, could be something to do with something else, but I find it awfully funny that they're talking about Rick coming back. The PPP, sign is back. It's very odd. It's very sus, I'm not going to lie. It's one that I kind of want to hear your thoughts on, guys. Do you guys think that there is a possibility that Gimple is trying to kind of just do anything to bring the CRM back? Do you think that this was the plan all along? Do you think that there was an ultimate plan to bring the CRM back, and do you think that this is just part of Gimple's plan? Or are you kind of like me where you feel like Gimple is just looking at the franchise right now and he's like, well, you know what, we had it good with the CRM. Let's bring it on back, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what I think he's trying to do. But again, we'll have to see. Will the PPP card mean something completely different? More importantly, is the PPP card even a figured out plot? You know what I'm saying? Does Gimple even know what the hell it means? Because that's also a question I've begged to question for a while. I mean, the PPP card was left to us as a mystery back in 2016. That is 9 fucking years ago. So I'm wondering. I'm like, is there something to this? You know what I'm saying? Or is this just him pulling plots out of his ass, genuinely? Because I'm starting to think that's kind of what it is. I'm starting to think that's kind of where we're going with it. But again, we'll have to see. Only time is going to tell, you know what I'm saying? So we'll have to see. But I thought it was an interesting one. I thought it was an interesting theory to kind of bring up to you guys. Do you think the CRM is going to be a returning thing? Do you think Gimple is trying to bring back old plots so that he can, get the ratings up, maybe get more viewers back, by bringing Rick back? Hell, was it AMC that convinced him? Maybe it's not even Gimple. Was it AMC that said, hey, listen, Ones Who Live, we like those, numbers. We like how many people are interested in that. Can you do something like that again, And then Gimple's looking at them like, yeah, sure, I can do something like that again, Like, you never know what goes on behind closed doors. You never know what's going on behind the scenes. That's some of my conspiracies with it, but again, just one man's opinion, of course. Maybe it is something creatively that he just decided to do. I don't know. But the PPP thing, yeah, it feels like there's definitely something going on there. It feels like an act of either desperation or just a creative decision, which, if it's a creative decision, I'm seriously wondering why PPP is in Spain if it was anything to do with the CRM and Heath being taken. You know what I'm saying? So, with bringing the PPP card back, you're bringing back the question of the CRM. So, I'm starting to think that there might be something else going on. I'm starting to think that Gimple might be trying another plot with the CRM. But again, we'll have to see. It's only a matter of time. And obviously, I know, yeah, the military is wiped out, but there is other things you can do with the CRM. I mean, we never saw, what's-his-face, General Beale's son from World Beyond. We never saw him either. You know what I'm saying? Mason Beale, if y'all recall him from The Walking Dead World Beyond, we never saw him. So maybe they're bringing him into it. I have no idea what they're doing, but it's, we'll have to see what ends up going down. I mean, we never saw the World Beyond characters either. So are we going to see the World Beyond characters again? Hard to say. I mean, I kind of hope we don't at this point, because it feels like that plot is so far behind us, but you never know. You never know what they're going to attempt. So, anyway, if you're new to the channel, guys, and you enjoy videos like this, make sure to click subscribe button so you don't miss any of the videos. Make sure to follow me on Dan's Reviews Official on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos very soon. Enjoy the rest of the day, guys, and peace out.
Born in the dark alleys, city of concrete. Dan's reviews blowing up, never taste defeat. Walking Dead dissected every plot twist beat. World gone mad, TV junkies did a treat. Typing up scripts, marathon through the night. His opinions hit harder than a straight fight scene. Every episode, brain sharper than a knife. He's the beacon of critique, shedding TV light.